hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And off we go from Las Vegas. This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins now taking the field, led by the 5th overall pick back in April out of Alabama. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. Bottom line, how do they get a win?
Now an open man, that's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Tua on target here to Wilson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tua, a give. This is Howard. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard down to the 31.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Dolphins.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, they run with Howard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete right around the 8. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Tua. He leaves this one for Howard. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
4-yard line.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 19 carries, 93 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. A lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Why are we doing this? That ball coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Throwing his car on third down. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
First and 10 at the
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
incomplete.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
And 10.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's caught. Jones. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25. A touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down, Tua. That's caught by Howard. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then got back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fighting off the defender. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers. Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was going again for a new one, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run forward with Howard. And Howard stops short. He didn't get there.
Jordan Howard, the ball carrier.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Jones on the return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Byron Jones.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Got man, it's complete. Williams. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Carr to throw again. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this carries into the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Miami set to take over. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Tua throwing complete there to Howard out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A give to Howard. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. Brings up 2nd down.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Tagovailoa.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got a noon one. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Those INTs all sting. When you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he'll be called well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Reception here by Ruggs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
The 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. And that is caught. It's Rollins. Touchdown, Vegas. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. First play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And the Raiders have got him. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tua going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Xavier Howard on the coverage.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's Carr inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Carr again. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. We have hit halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go, but you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
Now the throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. This is Carr. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the silver and black continue to roll. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, and he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's able to put it through. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record
record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll begin with a handoff to Howard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record. 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Complete to
right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Dolphins.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Recovered by
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together.
And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Able to find Shaheen here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete to Adam Shaheen.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
The ball carrier.
Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Tua on target here to Wilson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Complete.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
17 yards. 1st down, Miami.
On 1st down. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Tua. Firing quickly here, that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Dolphins.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
11-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Tua to Parker there for the Miami 1st.
1st and goal, Miami.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Got that ice bath.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
1st and 10 at the...
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it's caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And goal.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And it's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua over the middle to Tyler Shaheen with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Complete to...
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete to Albert Wilson.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Tagovailoa's pass.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Going underneath here to Shaheen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Complete to...
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st down, Dolphins.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Jordan Howard.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Brings up
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2 to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And goal.
Now Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Sanders on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
70. Dolphins 13.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Jacobs.
Carr going to look to throw. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. That's caught by Waller out left side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts.
That's good.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Carr. And this is Carr. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Wilson.